consider to have helped thousands of men and women successfully negotiate the process of rehabilitation. These are men and women who had various neurological conditions, and my job as their physio was to assist them to successfully navigate through a process of rehabilitation from a state of being completely bedridden to a level where they are walking, and some of them able to go up and down the stairs and to even running. I've been privileged to see a number of them going back to their jobs, and some of them going back to running their businesses. This is a real privilege for me to have witnessed that. One thing that I've noticed with these men and women, it really doesn't matter their age, because I've seen children as young as 10 and adults as old as 105. And throughout these individuals, there's a common thread that I've noticed in all of them. I'm talking about those that manage to progress to reaching their goal of walking and of running. These are individuals whose mindset is in the right place, right from onset. From that very first day when a physio gets to assess them, you notice that their mindset is in the right place. These are people whose desire is for them to come out of the situation that they found themselves in. From an elderly man that can hardly move a toe to a child that has cerebral palsy, that can hardly lift their head off the pillow. These individuals have an extreme desire to be able to walk again. I remember a gentleman, let's call him Mr. C. Mr. C was an 85-year-old at the time when I saw him. He had a condition called Guillain-Barré syndrome. This is a condition that attacks the nervous system, starting from the peripheries, that is your toes, and moves up. And it had attacked his feet and his lower leg and up to his hips, where his entire legs, luckily he could feel them, but he couldn't move them. This is a gentleman that needed to be lifted up by two people from his bed to his wheelchair. But one thing about him was, right from onset, he had an extreme desire to be able to walk again. Even though as a physio, I really doubted if I could make it happen for him. But I had to believe that he could walk again, because he believed that he could walk again. I saw Mr. C for a period of about 8 months, and it was such a struggle to get to do anything with him. But because of his faith in him being able to walk again, I committed extremely in the process of his rehabilitation. I was there every day, consistently committed to getting him there. And we were fortunate also to have a nurse that was really committed in his care, a nurse that was present in all his physiotherapy sessions, and he learned everything that I did with him and implemented it outside of our scheduled rehabilitation period. It was amazing to watch Mr. C progressing to literally being lifted off the bed to be placed in a wheelchair, to getting up by himself with assistance to sit on the edge of the bed, where he needed to be steadied over the edge of the bed, to where he could eventually sit by himself, to standing with assistance of one person, and from one person to no person, and up to taking steps, 2 steps in the beginning with the use of a walker that's got wheels. And eventually from a walker, he moved to 2 crutches. From 2 crutches, he moved to 1 crutch. From 1 crutch to no crutch, just with one person steering him. From one person steering him to no person at all. This was really, really amazing to witness. Shortly after he had his 8 months of physio, he decided to relocate to Cape Town. And him and his wife bought a retirement home on one of the beautiful beach front houses in Cape Town. And after about 5 years of not having connected with him, he reached out to me. I actually reached out to him, and his wife got back to me and gave me a latest update. The man is now 95 years of age and jogging along the beach and enjoying his last years here on this earth. This is a perfect picture of a person that successfully goes through a process of rehabilitation where you restore their quality of life. I was really proud to hear from Mr. C's wife, and I was really privileged. I counted myself lucky and, quite frankly, really privileged to be part and parcel of such a miraculous recovery. It's been 5 years since I last saw him. No, not 5 years. It's been more than 10 years, because I saw him at the age of 85. If he's now 95, it's been more than 10 years, and yet he still remembers me. This is the kind of impact that a physio that is committed to patient care can make within the profession. I really thank God that I am a physio, and I'm proud to be one.